Hey guys, it is Tuesday morning. This is the Lovin Dubai show. We spoke about how the UAE is standing up for Lebanon, what you can do to help, how the RTA might grant your wish, and how two amazing Dubai residents are set to shine on the world stage at Miss Universe 2024. Please take a listen. Good morning, Dubai. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show, where we go through the top trending stories that everyone across the country is talking about. Our top story for you today: UAE President extends aid to Lebanese refugees in Syria.
As well, a Dubai resident's traffic light wish was granted by the RTA.
Two Dubai residents are set to shine on the world stage at Miss Universe 2024.
As well, someone in Dubai just donated 550,000 dirhams to viral hippo Moodang.
Moodang! Adorable, but that's a lot of money. So we're going to talk about that. And also later in the show, we're excited to welcome back Decisive Zone. It's Tuesday. We're getting their thoughts on the latest announcements regarding teachers' golden visas, how outstanding teachers can secure a UAE golden visa.
As well, in today's rapid weather report, expect highs of 37 degrees, humidity is at 69%, and rain in other parts of the country.
Let's jump into our top story of the day. Good morning to everyone who's tuning in.
Well, the UAE president, of course, extends aid to the people of Lebanon across the refugee border in Syria. So His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan has directed an urgent aid package of $30 million, approximately 110 million dirhams, to assist displaced Lebanese people in Syria. Now, this announcement came as part of the UAE's ongoing commitment to support Lebanon amid its current crisis.
This aid is part of the UAE Stands with Lebanon campaign aimed at providing essential support to those affected by the escalating situation. Just last week, the UAE also announced a broader relief package totaling $100 million, equivalent to 367 million dirham, to also directly assist Lebanon.
And as well, on Sunday, 6 planes carrying approximately 250 tons of medical supplies, food, and relief materials departed for Lebanon. The Israeli military reports around 5,000 airstrikes targeted various regions in the country over the past 2 weeks. Tragically, over 300,000 Lebanese have fled to Syria, and according to the Lebanese Ministry of Public Health, the death toll is at more than 2,083, and 98,069 have been injured, and more than 1.5 billion people have been displaced. And it's kind of like heartbreaking. However, the question of how can we help and what can be done is often, asked all around. And in light of that, for everyone who is wondering what can be done, well, there is actually a campaign at Expo that is in association with Emirates Red Crescent happening, where you can actually donate, such as like the Abu Dhabi Islamic Bank, Sharjah Islamic Bank, Dubai Islamic Bank, Emirates Islamic Bank are all in cooperation to actually support Lebanon.
True, and this, if you were watching this show yesterday, we said that the country had announced UAE Stands with Lebanon, part of international support that the UAE is doing, and then also localized support. And we said that there would be government entities, and they'd also look for society to join in. And that is what's happening in Dubai, as Farah said, on Saturday, and then also in Abu Dhabi on Sunday. Now, I'm not sure on this. It's not actually clear whether or not they have already rounded up the volunteers for this, or whether you can go and join. I'm assuming you've got to put your name down, because I can just imagine if you didn't, it would just be packed with people. So I'm assuming you have to register, but if you can't register, there's also ways you can donate monetary funds. And you know that if you're donating via these funds, the money is going directly to people in need. So if you're looking for a way to support, you can check out Emirates Red Crescent and their latest campaign.
And as well, for people who want to actually participate, the dates are as follows. It's going to be on October 12. at the Dubai Exhibition Center in Expo City from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and the same on Sunday, October 13th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Abu Dhabi Cruise Terminal of the Abu Dhabi Airports Terminal 1. I mean, for a lot of people, of course, with what's happening in Lebanon, they want to support, they want to help.
That's your way. Speaking of wanting to support and wanting to help.
Well, of course, I mean, this is actually a very nice story because you know what? It shows that, you know what? Your voice matters and that, you know, you are actually, the country hears you. So a Dubai resident's traffic light wish was granted by the RTA. The King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud Street U-turn has been notorious for its heavy traffic, often causing long waits for drivers trying to make the U-turn. Now, residents have expressed their frustrations and as well regarding the constant flow of incoming traffic, which, by the way, seems to never stop. One resident took the initiative to message the Roads and Transport Authority RTA about the possibility of adding a traffic light at this U-turn, and I don't think you guys might expect this.
Yes, the RTA is always listening. We'll say this time and time again that like they are keenly watching X. So if you have feedback, put it there. And they acted on this particular feedback. A traffic light has now been installed at the U-turn, aiming to facilitate smoother traffic flow and reduce waiting times for motorists. This change is expected to enhance safety and efficiency for all road users in the area. This is amazing. If you have feedback on a particular area, if you're at a roadblock, but if you have a specific request, the RTA will try and help you. That's why all the road works are ongoing. That's why traffic is so bad at the moment, because they're doing so much roadworks to improve traffic flow.
I agree with you. And not only that, you know what? I was like looking at the post and people are funny. Because what they want...
I love the comments.
They want something more than that. Someone was like, dear RTA, don't charge me fines.
Well...
That's debatable.
That's a big ask.
Debatable. That is debatable because you know what? If they're not going to charge you fines, how will the flow of the road be easy?
They could put an amnesty.
Yeah.
If you had one request for RTA, what would it be? So this, okay, I mean, it could be anything. Like, fair enough, like... You may as well put it out there. That person is manifesting. They're manifesting an amnesty. I don't think it's going to work out for you, but they're manifesting it. So if you could have, and like this is a genuine request. Like, where is the bolt hole for you? Where is the traffic that needs to be unplugged? If you have a specific request for the RTA, don't just sit there moaning about it to your colleague at work. Put it out there, and eventually we know that they're listening. So what would you could have anything.
Okay, so I fear trucks. I fear trucks because I have a friend who, sadly, rest in peace to him, passed away because of a truck.
Oh.
And ever since that happened, I would not be able to get on the road. Now, of course, you know, in Islam, we say, like, in my religion, we go, like, it was meant to be, it's qada wa qadar, and it, you know what I mean? That happens. So because of that, it's like, whenever I pass by a truck, I'm like, I start like beeping, like don't go right, don't go left, and it's like my dad tells me like, Farah, what's wrong with you? Like, you know, stop. You don't need to do that. Of course, I don't need to do that, but then it's like it's kind of like annoying because like apparently trucks cannot see their right mirror or something.
Like a blind spot.
Yeah, because like it's a very big you know, like bus truck. It's big, it's huge, and they don't see you, and it's like. Okay, well, if they don't see me, I don't want to be in, you know, like
fair enough.
An accident. So, like, maybe have a lane specifically for trucks and buses because, like, they really can't see, you know, and it's not their fault, but then as well, they want to be safe. And there's a lot of them on Al Khail Road.
Yes, there are.
A lot.
That's true. I mean, RTA, can you grant that wish for Farah? Does anyone else have any wishes? I think it'd be cool if they could do like a level up or a level below. So like tunnels.
But why?
So traffic would be better.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they are already building roads.
But like tunnels? Or well, they have overpasses, don't they? Have you seen how high the road is at JVC as you go into it? It is I'm like, how is that even possible?
I know.
Is this a normal road in other countries? I feel like it's like giving like states highway things. It's massive, and the space between the two bridge holders. I don't know what they're called. They seem so far apart.
Yeah.
Does that to you seem like an architectural masterpiece?
Honestly, you know what is more than like it, yeah, this for sure seems like a masterpiece. But what is mind-boggling to me is the fact that, you know what, they said they are going to be building bridges to ease traffic, and they have done that in literally no time.
That's what they're doing.
That is, I mean, like, you know what, I expected the bridges to be built like over like 5-6 months. 1 month in,
it's crazy.
It's there. It's like, I'm sorry, like they like think they work like that. Like that.
It's amazing to watch it if you're following every day. And as we said, there's a bit of additional traffic now, but we know it's for the greater good and for your peace of mind in the long run. RTA is granting wishes. And like we said, manifest, put it out there. Speaking of manifestation, putting it out there, 2 Dubai residents are set to shine on the world stage at Miss Universe 2024. This is big news, particularly because one of these ladies used to be a host at Lovin Dubai. Shireen Ahmed. The Miss Universe representatives have been announced and the results are in. So Shireen Ahmed will represent Bahrain on the world stage and Legina Salah will represent Egypt. Both are Dubai residents and we cannot wait to see them on the world stage.
I mean, this is amazing. Now, Shireen is a TV host, model, freelance writer, and content creator currently based between Bahrain and Dubai. She is a 34-year-old mother of 1 daughter and a body positivity advocate, having...
Sorry, excuse me, I put a little mistake there. Legina is a 34-year-old mother. My fault.
Oh,
it was meant to be Shireen.
Okay, well,
Apologies
Shireen...
for that.
It's okay. Well,
so Legina is a 34-year-old.
Well, so Legina is a 34-year-old mother. She's as well a body positivity advocate, having experienced bullying since she was 8 years old due to her rare skin condition.
So Miss Universe 2024 will be the 73rd Miss Universe pageant to be held in Mexico City, Mexico on the 16th of November 2024. We wish them all the best. I read one of Shireen's posts yesterday about how she'd always been interested in this type of thing, but she'd never felt brave enough to put herself forward. And then they changed the age restrictions so that this year she was able to, and she finally felt like it was just the right time. And now, how amazing to be representing her country on a world stage. It's going to be so exciting to watch. And Legina, we've also had her on the show here. She's an amazing, inspiring woman and mama. And we just cannot wait to see them both shine, and we wish them all the best.
I love how you said the fact that, you know what, she wanted to do that and how they got to do that, like right now, no matter what, even though she's a mother, you know, like sometimes mothers do feel that kind of like shame, like, oh my God, like, no, I need to take care of my daughter. I need to be, I need to give all of my life to my daughter or my kids. And they tend to forget themselves. And in that, I mean, that's like really a very big moment.
Yeah, well, this is so inspiring because you hope that that's not how, you don't want mothers to feel that. So this is obviously a boss move.
100%. But I actually, you know what, when I was like younger, I would sit and watch Miss Universe as if like, you know, it's like a movie. Just to see who is going to be winning the title Miss Universe. And then I would be like, well, I think, you know what, the other one deserved it more. So if you were Miss Universe, what would you do?
Because I used to also watch it, and there was I didn't actually. I watched Miss Congeniality, the movie, and they always have a cause.
Yeah,
it's like, what would your cause be? 4-day work week. I would so win if I was Miss Universe and I advocated for a 4-day work week. Everyone would vote.
Well, if I was Miss Universe, I would give free mental health help to everyone.
Okay, so that's nicer.
I would win.
Okay. 4-day work week. That's actually a really nice one. Free mental health support to everyone. So important. Taking a quick break for today. Did you know Lovin is based in 22 cities? That surprises even me. We have a team of amazing local journalists around the region bringing you the best positive stories and bite-sized news.
So get to know your region. You can find them on social, in daily newsletters and podcasts, or as well on our app. Find them wherever you get your news.
Jumping into our next story, someone in Dubai just donated 550,000 dirham to viral hippo Mudeng. Every now and then there's a title we never thought we'd say, and this is definitely one of them. So baby hippo Mudeng just received a whopping 550,000 dirham donation from a Dubai businessman at the Cow Co Open Zoo. They announced this on Facebook.
So, of course, everyone's like, oh my God, who's Mudeng? And why did she go viral? Mudeng is a female pygmy hippo born in July at the Khao Kiao Open Zoo in Chonburi, Thailand. When she was born, now the zookeeper Athapon Nondi began sharing videos of Mudeng on social media right away, and suddenly the videos started racking up millions of views. Now a video Lovin Dubai shared of Mudeng lookalike at Dubai Safari even garnered 3.5 million views, which is huge.
Yeah, you know what's interesting is I mentioned that loads and loads of millions of views. And Mudeng, by the way, translates to bouncy pork, something similar to meatball. And Mudeng is so popular that a Dubai businessman reportedly flew to Thailand to make the donation to support Mudeng at the zoo, and that's according to the director of Zoological Park of Organization in Thailand. Wow, what an outstanding contribution to a glorious animal who I think I didn't hear about Mudeng until about a month or so ago.
Yeah.
Annika picked it up on Lovin Dubai and started sharing stories. A hippo who looks like Mudeng got 3 to 5 million views on our account, and when you search Mudeng, it is a trending topic because it's an adorable. Oh, I thought it was meant to be a video. It's an adorable hippo.
Look at how she's standing. Look at how she's standing. I mean, just like I'm looking at her little feet and her arm and everything, and she's actually adorable. She's so cute. And you know, at this point, all I can think of about is that I am so grateful that, you know, in times where we do reports about some animals being mistreated, some as well are being really given the appreciation that they deserve and the love that they deserve. And
interesting that you say that. But I love this story, but on the flip side of that, it's like that's a lot of money to one animal.
Yeah,
but Mudeng, I mean, look.
She's adorable.
But there's so many adorable animals. Like I see little puppies and why don't they all go viral? And it got us thinking of the most famous animals. I think if we have the images up on the LED, the most famous animals over time.
I mean, look at the grumpy cat. That's so funny. She's like, oh, she was.
I love animals so much. But could you imagine someone... The owner of Grumpy Cat was like, you are an icon. I need the world to see you. And they start sharing. And for some reason, it just captures, because I know friends here and they've started Instagram accounts for their dogs. It doesn't always, but every now and then there's an icon, there's a personality hidden behind the fur and they rise up. And Grumpy Cat is one of the animals that rose up.
I mean, my favorite is Grumpy Cat out of the llama and the dog.
Well, Dolly is famous for a different reason. It's not really her personality. It's because she was cloned. She was the first cloned.
Yeah. She was cloned. I mean, okay, well, see, that is it's cute, but I like the Grumpy Cat because cats, I mean, my mother all the time tells me she doesn't like cats. She tells me, Farah, you know what? Cats are very mischievous. And I'm like, Mama, no, they're adorable, they're cute.
They're smart, cats are.
Exactly, they're smart. But that cat is clearly mischievous and it's very grumpy. It's like...
Imagine if you could clone it and then clone him. And then Lassie. I don't think I've ever seen Lassie, but as soon as I saw that photo, I knew it was Lassie.
I mean, it's adorable. I love all animals. I love animals. Happy animals, sad animals, grumpy animals, cloned animals. I just love animals.
Yeah, it's interesting how Many people do, but then some capture the hearts of the nation. 8:49 on Tuesday morning, which means it's time to welcome Decisive Zone back in studio with Visa Talks. Today we're talking about the UAE Golden for Teachers. Who is eligible, what is the criteria, and how you can get your hands on one. Do stay tuned. They'll be with us after this very short break. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. Today we're joined by Sahil and Siley from Decisive Zone once again to discuss Dubai's new initiative offering golden visas to outstanding educators in the UAE. So if you're an educator and you want to get your hands on a golden visa, stay tuned. Welcome back to the show, guys.
Thank you. Thanks for having us back. We're happy to be here again.
As always, Tuesday mornings, let's dive right in. I heard the news, I was excited as a former teacher, but who is actually eligible for the Dubai Golden Visa for teachers?
Okay, so when we look at this particular category, it's not as simplified as it sounds. So when you talk about teachers, there are different categories in it. It starts from early childhood school, like early childhood centers, to the universities and higher secondaries and schools and everything. So each and every section that we look at, there are certain categories that would be qualified. So when we look at early childhood centers, it's only the managers who would be qualified. When we look at high schools, it would be principals, and it goes on like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as a grade 1 teacher, which I think it's not, does that count as early? Or does that count as high school?
No, early childhood would be like
kindergarten.
kindergarten, yeah.
Okay, so then for the middle school.
So then we have primary, which is the first to grade 1 to grade 5, I think. I don't have any kids, so correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I think grade 1 to grade 5 is primary, and then grade 6 till about 10 is about the secondary, and then after the high school, right?
So for the primary middle grade, what kind of level of teachers are eligible to apply for this?
So it would be academic heads, principals. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so what are the main qualifications required? If, for example, I am an academic head or a school principal, what qualifications do I need, or has that been defined yet?
Okay, so when we look at the qualifications, it is basically they should be having a PhD degree, like degree would be there, PhD should be done. They should have a master's degree as well, and they should be having enough research done already, like before applying for it.
Very interesting, because when the news dropped, like I said, as a former teacher, was hands up thinking I'm going to get my hands on a golden visa, but it's not as simple. And we also heard through research that there is a role of the Dubai Schools Inspection Bureau.
Yeah.
Can you kind of clarify what that would be?
So when we're talking about, notable years that have been put into the teaching sort of sector, right? Like, let's say you're a former teacher. Let's say if you spent, around 10 years teaching and being, an educator of young minds, and you want to go ahead and apply for this golden visa, you would probably need to be certified by the Inspection Bureau and the KHDA to actually give you the go-ahead, because that would be an independent body to kind of, keep all the applicants on a similar playing field, essentially.
Okay.
Yeah.
And to prove my academic performance, is there anything that I can do if I want to put my name forward?
Yes, so in the first place, it would be a school who would be nominating you. Only after the school is nominating, then the other procedure begins.
And then, so is there any evidence that I would put forward to my school, or is there anything that they would need to see? Maybe grades, maybe a kindly written note from a parent?
a good response on a PTA?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, no, it would work along the lines of, so if to put your sort of, name in the hat, as they would say. First thing is obviously how many years you've put into education and into the sector and into maybe the institution itself. That would be one. Second thing would probably be, like you mentioned, grades, right? So if you've got a consistency maintained across, let's say, the 10 years that you've been teaching, and then your grades for your students have always been at a certain level, that would also sort of, put you ahead of the line a little bit. Apart from that, I mean, favoritism always plays a part. No, it doesn't. But I think those two, along with the academic, qualifications. So if you have like a master's degree in teaching, PhD is better. Then you have research done, etc. So these kind of things all sort of play a part into putting your application forward, and then your school sort of going along with that.
And do you think community contributions would make a difference? For example, my kids are only getting B's and C's, but yet I'm there on a Saturday and Sunday. I'm doing the extras. I'm helping people of determination, for example. Do you think those additional hours would make a difference?
Absolutely, because there's things like school councils, school boards, where teachers have played an important part in not just academic growth of an individual, but also social, cultural aspect of things as well. So if you are an educator and you are putting in those extra hours, then yeah, your effort is definitely being valued, and I think this sort of an initiative shows that.
And then on the admin side, which kind of is where Decisive Zone comes into play, what are there specific documents that you're looking for? I know we mentioned the qualifications on the education side, but is there anything else specifically that you would look for?
See, when we look at the documentation for Golden Visa, it's like pretty similar for each and every category, your passport copy, your Emirates ID, and basic documents like that. But when it comes to certain categories, like this Golden Visa, which is for teachers, then all the qualificational documents would be needed. Apart from that, the recognition that the school would be giving, your researches that you would have done, the thesis and everything has to be put into one together like folder, and we need to process it after that only.
It's great that it was announced, I think, 3 or 4 days ago, and we already have this information. Do we have any idea, is this going to be available long term, or is there kind of a bracket now that I need to jump in and get my application in?
I mean, to be honest, take it while it's here, because the thing is that just to be super frank, like, because it's still, it's just recently announced, right? So it is obviously, they are a bit, defining the rules as you would say. So if you do have the opportunity now to, perhaps apply for this visa, go ahead and take it, because obviously long term it is 10 years, you know what I mean? So it is long term in that sense, but take it while it's hot. Yeah. Interesting.
Do we know about the cost of it versus it might be in a school's benefit that a couple of their teachers has the golden visa across 10 years. Do we have an idea of the cost?
I mean, that's one thing that we're still waiting on, because like you mentioned, it's only been 2 or 3 days, in fact, that the news has been released. So in terms of costing, we're looking at somewhere between between the cost for you to get a golden visa with a real estate investment versus being a senior employee in a company, or along those lines. So we're looking at somewhere along those. It won't be more than that number. Yeah.
Okay, and with the applications that get submitted, do we know who is vetting these, who's looking at these to decide and to determine who can actually get their golden visa?
So with the golden visa in the UAE, there's obviously one central body that does the final sort of go ahead. So after the independent bodies, let's say real estate, right? You have the DLD who's checking your paperwork, title deed, etc. Okay. Once the DLD puts your application forward, then it goes straight into the actual inspection committee of the golden visa itself with the ICP, which is the immigration. So once the DLD sees the paperwork, they're like, okay, this person's good, the title deed's okay, etc., send it to the central bureau, and that's when they sign it off, and that's when you get the golden visa. Similarly, if you're an employee with a certain salary bracket, etc., so that in that case you're applying straight to the ICP, because you're going to go through the labor courts and then go straight to the ICP. So with this, it's going to be like the education bureau, the KHDA, etc. Your application is going to go probably going to go through that route, because obviously that's the governing body amongst different emirates in the UAE. So everyone applies to their subjective, knowledge and development authorities, and then from that it all goes into a central inspection committee, and that's when they sign it off. Yeah.
Interesting. When that day comes, how exciting that would be.
Oh yeah.
And you mentioned 10 years. So is this golden visa, and generally are golden visas, do they all typically have the same conditions for renewal, the same period span, or is there differences? Is there any difference between this golden visa and a golden visa for real estate, for example?
Not really. I mean, they're all valid for 10 years. The renewal process is fairly the same. So, I mean, to be fair, I haven't seen many golden visas get renewed because no one's spent the 10 years already. Right. So, you know what I mean? But on paper, pretty much the same.
Okay.
It's just how you get there. Yeah.
So then, therefore, it would be the same for sponsoring families. Yep. It works in the very same way, which means if I'm a teacher, therefore my spouse, kids, mum and dad.
That's right. Immediate family.
Immediate family.
Yeah.
And how about the parents of my spouse?
Depends on your relationship with them, but
depends what you want to tell them.
Yeah, but it is allowed, I believe. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
If you have as many questions as I do about this process, Decisive Zone are the people to speak to. How can people get in touch if they'd like to?
Google us, Instagram. We're always live. We're here every Tuesday. So any questions, any doubts, any comments, you can always leave it in the live chat. And yeah, we'll see you next week, and we can probably answer them.
Thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it.
Awesome. Happy to be here.
Guys, that is Decisive Zone, talking all things teachers, golden visas in the UAE, and brings us to the end of the show. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be back here tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Bye-bye.